Welcome to our coverage of the 57th Daisy BB Gun Nationals hosted in Rogers, Arkansas. With nearly 500 competitors, this year's event featured not only the team BB gun matches for the national title, but also 10-meter air rifle, returning champions matches, and the all-new Top 10 shootout. We'll also be bringing you interviews with teams, coaches, and competitors, as well as our discussions with Robert Barr, president of the NRA, Scott Stuhr, program coordinator for the National 4-H Shooting Sports, and of course Keith Higginbotham, president of Daisy. It was a jam-packed event, and we are excited to bring you our coverage of the 2024 Daisy Nationals. Let's get started. Hey there guys, it's Rick here with AirgunWeb. We are the Daisy Nationals, and we have just an amazing opportunity here to meet with Bob Barr, new president of the NRA. Bob, how are you doing?
Well, I started out good, and I'm a lot better today.
Well, that's good.
Just watching the excitement, watching the kids, their families, the coaches, it's a wonderful experience.
Is it your first time being to Rogers for the Daisy Nationals? Is this like your first time here?
It is. I'm a newbie.
All right. And you gave a wonderful message for the opening ceremony. So you guys didn't see that. Maybe it's still on Daisy's YouTube page. So you guys want to definitely check that out.
I can redo it right now if you like.
No, we're going to. I actually have questions. I have questions that have been hand-delivered to me by our fearless leader, Lawrence, over with Daisy. And I think these are pretty good questions, but I think these will also be pretty easy questions.
I'm ready.
So we're going to jump into the first one. What was your impression of the Daisy Nationals opening ceremony? Well, you were part of it, so obviously you loved it. But besides that, what'd you think?
That part of it aside, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably the most exciting part, with all due respect to Keith's comments, which were great, was when all of the competitors came up here. Each group of them,
right.
Each team, some in costumes, some not, but you could really just feel the excitement and the pride as all of the kids came up here, had their names were announced, had their pictures taken. That really says it all.
Yeah, it was like a real camaraderie. And teamwork and team spirit, and it was just a really fun event when they come and they have their parade of, I guess it's really a parade of characters because some of these teams go all out.
Well, they do. It kind of reminded me in a sense of my time in the Congress with some of the characters.
I got you.
But this was much better.
I got you. All right, next question. You've seen the first day of competition. You were been walking around checking things out. So can you talk about that and what you noticed with the shooters? What did you think? What did you notice with the folks out there doing their thing on the range?
I think probably, Rick, what I noticed more than anything else was the serious demeanor of everybody involved, not just the shooters. They were very focused and concentrated on what they were doing, regardless of whether it was the BB or the air gun, regardless of the position, standing, kneeling, prone. And they took it very seriously. You could tell that, and everybody around them did. Everybody was very respectful of what was going on and allowing the shooters to do what they were there to do without any kind of distractions. And you could also tell sort of in between the positioning from one group to another, they were really enjoying what they were doing. But what impressed me more than anything else is the seriousness and the respect for shooting that everybody here has.
Well, that's very, very cool. I remember the first time I came and I was blown away. A couple things. One was just the teamwork between coach and shooter, because they can be down there. They're in the middle of it. You can see every person is really trying to give their absolute all. And I thought that was like really, really cool. All right, next question. How important are events like these, which are youth's first impression of shooting competition?
I don't think you could overemphasize how important this event and events like it are for not just the young people, but for America generally to see. As many people as hopefully we can bring not just to this event, but to viewing it, learning about it, watching it, to emphasize to our entire country just how important young people's involvement and families' involvement is in responsible Airgun, and by extrapolation, firearms ownership, use, possession is. People can see, whether it's for Daisy as a manufacturer, for the NRA as our nation's strongest proponent of responsible Second Amendment usage, people can see this is where it all begins, this is what it's all about, and it's about not only enjoying the shooting sports, but doing so responsibly and ethically. That's why it's so important what Daisy and the groups here are doing.
I think that's great. I think a responsibility as a social media person to help promote just how important this is. The atmosphere, the discipline, the idea that, like you're saying, you start, if you get them trained up well here, then they just carry that forward. And programs like this, that's what it's more than just the competition, because we're seeing like only state winners to come here. So how many teams aren't here that still do this day in, day out with their teams? So this is a huge deal. More programs like this, I think, are really important. And I look forward to seeing what I can do personally to help promote just how important this is.
Oh, and I'm going to do that, have been doing it, but now redouble my efforts, both as an individual and as an NRA official, to spread the word.
I think that brings us nicely to our last question here. What is the NRA's involvement in shooting matches, and do you see it growing in the future?
I do see it growing in the future. The NRA doesn't stand still. It's like Daisy. They don't stand still. They don't just make a product like the Model 25, which was my first BB gun. They're constantly looking at and refining and bringing new products and improving existing products. Well, the NRA is like that with all of the activities in which we're involved. We don't stand still. We're constantly looking through our committees, through our board members, through our grassroots organizations at ways to improve what we do for America and our membership. Education, competition, responsibility, making sure that individuals in elective and appointed office understand what we do with industry, what we do with competition, and make sure to the greatest extent that we can that those needs, those responsibilities are not improperly limited by the government. That's an important part of what we do as well.
Well, I think all that's great. I look forward to seeing what you guys are able to accomplish in that vein, especially in my passion, which is air guns. I mean, firearms are this huge thing in air guns, a little bitty thing, but it starts with air guns. A lot of kids start there.
It did with me.
And as the more we can get organizations like yours, and it's huge, massive, right, guys? It's a massive thing. And I look forward to seeing what you guys can do to help the air gunning, the youth air gunning sport begin to grow even more so and become more prominent here in the U.S. I think that is going to be awesome. I look forward to that.
I look forward to it also.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, guys, that's going to be it. Bob, thank you so much.
Rick, thank you.
So I really appreciate you taking time. Super busy guy running around. Managed to get him here for just this little bit of time. That means a lot to me, a lot to Daisy, a lot to the sport, you guys. Remember, go check out the NRA. You guys already know who they are. But check them out. See what you can do to help as well. My name is Rick here with AirgunWeb. We're at the Daisy Nationals 2024. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching our coverage of the 2024 Daisy Nationals. If you would like to learn more about the Daisy Nationals or other shooting programs mentioned in this video, please be sure to check out the links in the video description. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you again next year.